Take that assessment. I'm gonna tell you, gentlemen, we're in overtime now. It's late. We're in overtime. I haven't done overtime in a while, so we're gonna do overtime. Let me tell you what I did to make myself worthy of sitting here talking, saying what I say. I humbled myself completely. Life humbled me and I humbled myself. I put aside everything that I thought I was and I got real hardcore with myself and said, where are you at in life right now? Judge yourself as the world would judge you. And you know what? If I hadn't done that, I would not have been allowed to take some of the jobs I took, stocking shelves and cleaning toilets, or virtual merchandising here, or this little odd job or that. See, when you want success and a better outcome more than you worried about what people think, you can take that part-time job as a waiter at Outback and wait tables on people and wait tables on with people you went to school with, and everybody looking down at you, and you realizing you don't realize what's going on, and then 12 months from now, you got everything, and they're like, well, how'd that happen? You was just slinging soup. Being able to humble yourself and then putting yourself under the tutelage of people who know better and doing what you need to do. Going on a diet of, there was the longest, I don't even watch TV. You see this TV? When I moved, I gave away a TV, a great TV. My buddy knows, it was like this monster TV. It was like the best of all the world. I hadn't watched that TV in 3 years. I gave it away. Why? Because I became focused on not just talking. I became an aberrant reader, watching, developing, studying, trying something, failing, try better, understanding who I was, why I wasn't getting any outcomes, judging my relationships, taking strict accountability for the failure in all of them. That's why you never hear me talk ill of my exes, and I never will. I own them all. I own all of it. Because you still have the burden of leadership as the man. And I said, all right, what works best for the way you're set up? And that's why when I did that assessment, it really tapped into what I knew that I needed to be. So that's when you start understanding. Just because something is available, don't be out trying to date and do this and do that and trying to be on your purpose. You're gonna have to get comfortable with being alone for a period of time. You're gonna have to go into a drought situation or get you somebody who's a friend with benefit and they know what it is. You got to be willing to be embarrassed. You got to be willing to fail in public if you want to reach the levels you want to reach. And then when you've done what you need to do, you need to remember that you have chosen to put yourself in that position. And then you make sure people pay the entry fee to be in your life. Just because somebody wants to talk to you, ma'am, that doesn't mean they can talk to you just because you have IG. Just because someone wants to speak to you, sir, doesn't mean they get to talk to you just because they want something from you. Do you realize on a given day, I wake up to people asking me for all kind of things. People writing me emails that are pages long, and I'm like, I don't know you. Am I supposed to read all this? And everyone's trying to get something. What I realized is when I stopped trying to get shit, I'm about to drop some knowledge on y'all. When I stopped trying to get shit, when I started giving things, when I started giving to others, when I stopped trying to get shit, I got rid of that broke ass hustle, selfish, narcissistic, manipulative, fuckboy essence. When I started giving something, even when I started taking the time to not walk over somebody, when you started giving yourself a grade every day, I think I told you guys this story before. I was in my parking garage and I'm parking my car and there's this. I get out and there's a bird. I didn't know it was a bird. I had my glasses on. It was a bird, obviously injured or something. Something was wrong with it. And I had all these bags and stuff. I went up to my place and I came back down and I came back down and I had some ground up crackers and bread and a little dish and I just pushed some food and water in front of this bird that was sitting next to my car. And people were looking at me like, aren't you that guy on YouTube? I'm like, yeah. It's like, and you're out feeding birds in the park garage? I'm like, yeah. It's like, man, I always knew you were a hell of a guy. Who are you, man? Who the fuck are you? Are you somebody who wants something for you above everybody else? Okay, if we gave it all to you right now, what would you do with it? What good is it? The universe decides to give you something when you can handle it. When this whole thing went viral and all this stuff happened, have you seen me really capitalize and do things outside, or have I just kept on doing what I do? I remember where I came from. I still do what I did because that's who I am. Money, power, success reveal who you really are. Who are you? Ladies, who are you? And better than that, who do you want to be? Who do you want to be around? You can determine all of that by changing what's in your mirror. My life is great because I have relationships with people who are genuinely there because they like me, not what it is they think I can do for them. Because they've been there before any of this. And then after somebody else is hot and there's somebody else's 15 minutes, still be the same. Life is only over for us when we stop trying to be better. That's why you guys will see me talk about a concept and then it may evolve or refine over time. Don't be so stuck in needing to be right. Be good at something. Be good at something. So that's why I think even some people who can look at my content and think, I don't like the way he said that, or they can, I think more often than not, people can really sense it. The dude is trying to do something for somebody. Because I want it too. I want everything that I want you guys to have. I want all that happiness in my life. I want everything that you say you want is possible. I want it for the guys that follow me, and I want it for the women who want the men that follow me. I would love this time next year to start getting Christmas cards from the Johnsons and the Jenkins and the Washingtons and the Williams and this and that. And I would love for people to start enjoying this shit, enjoying life, other than just one misery to the next and staving off this. We're just going from one happiness feeling to another. You're going from feeling to feeling to feeling versus just enjoying where you are. Life is about people. Life happens out there. Money making is a social activity and success is shared. But for us guys, it all starts with us. It all starts from us. And you will find that when you get on the path you need to be on, opportunities will come your way. You're not going to be judged by the opportunities you take. You're going to be judged by the things you don't do. And to that end, I posted something on Instagram today. I thought it was kind of funny. And I posted on there this little, I think it's even on the reels right now. Y'all see this? How come crazy women be having that bomb wop? And I said, this is what I was thinking when I was looking at IG baddies you just can't risk hooking up with. Do you guys realize on a daily basis how many women I swipe left? I'm like, gosh, woo. And you know, I mean, if I wanted to do, I could slide, but I'm like, I can't risk that. Why? Well, first off, because I know you've seen some women who like, you know, she is just bad for you. Like, oh my God, she'd suck your soul out, but you'd enjoy the ride. Why don't you do it? Because the mission is, because what I want to have is greater. I even joke, and some people who I actually think that, I even sent this message to somebody, I was like, this is your girl. Because it's funny, because I'm like, ain't no way, because what I want to do is more important. Why is that important? Because when you know who you are, you know whose you are, you can even laugh at the stuff you can't allow yourself to do. One of the best things we can do is put ourselves under some sort of discipline, have some sort of integrity, some sort of moral, and some sort of ethics. We all need to have personal boundaries, personal standards. That means you're going to have to develop the ability to say no. And the first person you have to say no to is yourself. I tell myself no all the time. All the time. That makes the yeses I tell myself even more valuable. Ladies, what are you telling yourself no to? What are you saying no to? I want you to start saying no to the kind of men you know ain't no damn good for you and start saying yes to the kind of men you need. I want you ladies to make sure that you never become the kind of person that you could do something like Jada Pinkett Smith and actually go forward and say a man that's as well regarded and liked Will Smith. Got people wondering whether or not that dude is any good in bed. What kind of shit is that? What kind of person is that? The person who thinks about themselves. And nobody gonna cry no tears for selfish people. But for somebody who's trying to do something for somebody else, and it can benefit you along the way. Don't make any mistake. I'm not trying to be Gandhi up in this piece. You guys know I'm a capitalist. I want to become very rich, but I've said it longest. I want to help people get what they want along the way. If you help people get what they want, people will help you get what you want. People will ensure you become successful. So in us, we all think we have the capacity to set the world kind of straight. You know, you've heard Jordan Peterson say that. You've heard many great people say that. Ladies, attach yourself to a man who wants to set something straight. And I guarantee working with that man and his purpose will be far more fulfilling and beneficial to your life than any partner track, any promotion, any Tesla, any Mercedes, anything you thought it is you want, any little thing, because you guys are so busy acquiring stuff, getting stuff, consuming stuff. You got more stuff and you're so empty. For women who have so much, you have so little. God damn. For women who have so much, you have so little. Doesn't have to be this way. All right, people. I gotta go. Till next time. Peace. idiot woman. Idiot woman.